with meteorologist Julie Henricks.
Well, good morning. Well, as expected, we are dealing with a little bit of a mess out there this morning. More of a nuisance than a huge problem, but still there could be some scattered slick spots as this low pressure continues to work its way off to the north and to the east. We find ourselves with this low tracking right across the two-state, which means south there's a lot of rain, showers and thunderstorms stretching all the way down to the Gulf Coast, but closer to home, yep, we're sitting in that cold air. So what we find is a little mixing going on. Some of the heavier snows are across northern sections of Illinois where there are winter weather advisories out for much of that area. But closer to home, again, you can see we have snow and a little bit of rain coming down. So our Dorset Automotive Doppler radar does a really nice job here this morning of telling you the story of what's happening. Light snow along the I-74 corridor, I-70 and along it points northward, getting a little bit of light snow this morning. And then south of I-70, we're seeing the mixing taking place right here at our studios, as well as down to the south. It's falling in the form of rain. So Futurecast picked up on this yesterday, and once again this morning it's doing a nice job of kind of telling the story of what's going on today. We'll continue to see most of this as we get into the afternoon hours, all of it kind of still lingering around, so it's never expected to be anything heavy. Again, just a nuisance today and this morning, maybe a few scattered slick spots, especially depending on where you live in the Wabash Valley. Now, as we get into the day Wednesday, we're also picking up scattered flurries throughout the day. None of that is expected to be a big measurable snowfall either, but just a reminder that yes, indeed, we are in this wintry pattern and it is not going away anytime soon. Let's talk about snow amounts because, again, as we said yesterday, it wasn't expected to be anything intense out there. You can see some areas along and north of I-70 may pick up just a little bit of light snow, but it is not a big deal for us. South of the area, you're not expected to see much of anything, so maybe some grassy coverage out there for some of our northern areas. Rainfall amounts, again, translate this into that 10-to-1 ratio, but areas to the south, as you can see, less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. So it's almost like a drizzle. If it's not snowing, it's just a nuisance out there as we go through the day today. Now, temperatures this morning also tell the story because, again, we're above freezing for areas to the south, and off to the north we are seeing some areas closer to that freezing mark, but it feels colder to you and I as we go outside. We do have some wind chills this morning, making it feel more like the 20s. Our winds are out of the east now at about 10 miles per hour. Here's what's going to happen with winds as that low pressure tracks through the area. We're going to get a shifting wind, and those winds are going to start to get gusty around here Thursday and Friday. That's what's going to contribute to the cold air as it's coming in for us. Winds like this will give us wind chills in the single digits because we've got even colder air that's going to come down across this area on Friday. Here's the good news, though. We're going to get into early next week and you start to see that cold air retreat. So it looks like the week leading into Thanksgiving, our treat is going to be some warmer temperatures. So today we are going to find our daytime high reaches up to about 39 degrees. Again, don't expect a big warm up today. Relatively steady with rain, snow mixing throughout the day. Nothing too heavy. Tonight, an overnight low of 31 with cloudy skies. That extended forecast will give us a chance of flurries on Wednesday, cloudy skies Thursday, then the cold front. We drop to highs only in the 20s on Friday and overnight lows in the teens with single-digit wind chills for your Saturday morning. We do have some cold air coming in, but look at Monday, a high of 42.